First, I'm going to go to mount if I may. Okay. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so first, who can tell me what this position is that I'm about to go into? What position am I going into? Mount position. Good, good. Okay. So when I'm in the mount position, I have to have my what on the ground? My knees. Yeah, put my knees on the ground. So I'm going to put my knees on the ground. My feet can do a lot of different things. My feet can cross behind him here, like that. My feet can hook his feet. My feet can come on top of his legs right here. There's a lot of things my feet can do, but my knees are definitely going to go to the ground here, okay? So from this position, if I raise up like I'm going to punch him, what do you think he's going to do? Well, go ahead and just block. Huh? Just go ahead and block. Oh. But yeah. So if I raise my hands up like I'm going to punch, and he blocks his face, they're going to put their arms in this position. There's a lot of different positions that a person's arms could be in, but today we're going to talk about what we do when their arms are in this position, when they're blocking and their arms are crossed, or they could even just be in like this, but either way, his arms are going to be here. So I'm going to attack one of these arms, all right? I'm going to show you guys a move today that's called a key lock, or an Americana, all right? So, and what this move does, we have to be really careful, because what this move does is it will break the person's shoulder. So when I say you have to go slow and go easy, you have to go slow and go easy, because you can break the person's shoulder, all right? So listen, sit up. Everybody sitting up, nobody laying down. You never lay down in Jiu-Jitsu class. My instructor would have kicked me out of class. He would have said, get out. You can't lay down in class, all right? So who can tell me which arm I'm going to attack? For the Kimura. That's right. I'm always going to attack the arm that's on top, okay? It's a little harder, yeah. So if he switches his arms, then I'm going to attack this arm. If he switches again, then I'm going to attack this arm. But I'm always going to attack the arm that's on top here, okay? Now you see what I'm doing? I'm going to put both of my hands here on his arm. Pay attention, pay attention. I'm going to put both of my hands here on his arm. I'm going to lock out my arms, and I'm going to use my body weight to try and push his arm down to the ground. So now you see I have two arms against one, and I have all my body weight. I'm not using my arm muscle, like using my arm muscle here trying to push. I'm using my body weight. I'm locking everything in a position, and I'm going to get it down to the mat there, okay? So now, this hand that's on his wrist is going to stay on his wrist, and this elbow is going to go down on the ground next to his ear, okay? You see that? Liberty, see that? Okay? Now this hand, who can tell me what I'm going to do with this hand? Yes, Colin.
You're going to use that other hand to...
I'm going to use this hand. Shh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'm going to use, just listen. I'm going to use this hand to come underneath his arm, and now I'm going to grab my own wrist. So you see, look at this. I have my thumbs with my fingers. I'm not wrapping around this way. I have my thumbs with my fingers. I have his wrist on the ground, and I have my elbow on the ground next to his ear. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to raise this elbow up, and I'm going to start to drag his wrist towards my hips, or even towards his hips until he taps. Him tapping is his way of telling me, please stop so you don't break my shoulder, okay? So as I raise this up, I'm going to drag this back, and there it goes, he tapped, okay? When you tap, you always want to try to tap the person's body, because if he tapped the floor, I might not have heard it, and I might not have seen it, and I might have accidentally hurt his arm, okay? So when he taps, he's going to tap my body. And go. Okay, so which arm am I going to attack?
That one.
The arm that's on top. Perfect.
Yeah, the one that on top.
How am I going to attack it?
With your hands.
Both my hands on there. I'm going to lock my arms against my body.
You're going to use your body weight to push it down.
That's right. Both arms and my body weight to try and get this arm down to the ground, because he's pretty strong. He's a good bit bigger and stronger than I am, so I got to use my leverage, okay? So now this hand is going to stay on the wrist. This elbow is going to come down next to his ear right here.
And then your
This arm
goes underneath.
This is going to go underneath here. Yep,
and
good.
then grab your help.
Okay.
So.
Now I'm going to raise this up this way and drag this down this way until he taps my body. He tapped me nice and good. So I felt that. I knew he wanted me to let him go. Okay. So now we all need to do this 5 times each. Okay. So I'm going to partner you guys up, and yeah, you can partner with you. And Jackson, I'm going to partner you two together, and then And then can you go, like Colin? Yeah, you can do it with Colin. Okay, cool. All right, so I'll walk around and make sure everybody's doing it good.